Good morning, everyone. This week's gospel is talking about food. What is your favorite food? Shout it out. In today's story, Jesus is hanging out with a large crowd of people. And as they're hanging out, the crowd is starting to get hungry. So the disciples say, "Hey, Jesus, shouldn't we send the crowd away so then they can go get food?" But instead, Jesus said, "No, they can stay. Instead, bring me your own lunch." So the disciples brought Jesus their lunch, which consisted of 5 different loaves of bread and 2 fish. Jesus then took their lunch and divided it amongst all of the people. That was over 5,000 people, and yet no one went hungry. Isn't that crazy to think about? Everyone needs food in order to survive, but what happens if you can't afford food? You see, there's this place called the Glen Ellen Food Pantry, and Fly and Confirmation students got to serve alongside the Glen Ellen Food Pantry throughout this past week. We helped host a food drive, we did a neighborhood bag drop-off for donations, and we went to Jewel and asked people to go shopping for food and bring it back out to us so then we could bring it to the pantry. So, I wanted to let the Fly students and Confirmation students tell us what exactly the food pantry is. So, here's what they have to say.
The food pantry gives things that people need to people that can't afford it for free.
The food pantry is important because it helps people who might be going through financial troubles with getting the food that they need, the healthy food that they need, instead of having to give up like their children's education or their health care or things like that. They can get the things they really need for free.
One thing I learned from the food pantry that I didn't know before was that people that come to the food pantry aren't just people that aren't always short on money. It's sometimes people that are in a tight spot and they need money or they need food for a shorter period of time, like less than a year. And then that can help them get back on their feet and continue living their lives.
So in the Bible, Jesus helps out other people, and we should follow that example. And so it is important that the church help out the food pantry when it's in need.
It's important that we help those who are in need. Maybe you help others by volunteering at an organization for a couple weeks. Or maybe you help others by donating something that they need. You see, no matter what we give or how we give, and no matter how small it might seem to us, God will use it to help way more people than we can even imagine. Just like He used a small lunch to feed over 5,000 people. So, what I'd love for you guys to do with your family, spend some time thinking about how you guys, as a family, might be able to help those around you who are in need, no matter how small it might seem.